Good evening. My name's Olivia. I am known as Olivia K on Facebook. I am Molly K on Instagram, and also Warmium 9800 on Reddit. So I'm on those platforms to help usually people who are taking the NCLEX and people who are in nursing school with tricks and tips and ways I can help. I actually have made a playlist for each different videos. So I have one for Excelsior. So people who are going to Excelsior or any kind of nursing school and you want to be inspired by my journey, you can see a whole playlist there. Then I have a playlist for the fundamental NCLEX stuff that will likely help you when you're studying for your fundamentals or even for nursing school. And then I have a playlist for Love is Blind because I'm making a whole series because there's like 10 seasons. And then finally, I'm going to make a playlist for reality TV shows. So sometimes I like to decompress, and nursing can be a lot. Nursing school, nursing job, and just studying for NCLEX. It can be a lot. So I typically like to go over reality TV shows as a way to decompress because we all need that in life or else we're going to go nuts and crazy. So for today, I'm going to talk about the secret lives of Mormon wives. So that was my guilty pleasure while I was studying because, hey, it was drama and I actually watched one season. I didn't realize there was a season 2, 3, and 4 that came out. So I don't know if I can remember a lot about season 1, but I'm just going to talk about everything. And in light of everything that's going on with Taylor, Frankie, Paul, Dakota, I'm going to try to be as non-biased as possible because I will make some controversial comments and you're free to leave a comment down whether you agree with me or not. And it's pretty split and I know where I stand and I'm not changing my opinion for everything, but I will try to keep it clean because there's no reason to argue with people just because you disagree with somebody's views. It is what it is. You think what you think, that's it. I know online I'm a little like, but I'm not going to do that in this video because I want to try to be as professional as possible. Okay, so secret lives of Mormon wives. So there were a lot of them and I couldn't keep up with who was who. So I know we have Taylor, Frankie Paul. She's basically the star. She created TikTok Mom or Mom Talk, which I'm sorry, it's so cringy. But a lot of people have these mom groups for social media because people want to know what it's like to be a mom and they still want to be fun and young and sexy. So we have Taylor, Frankie Paul. There is Macy, who I like actually. I don't mind her. Michaela, she's sweet as pumpkin pie. My apologies. And then there's Whitney. There's what's her name? Jenny? The one that thinks she's related to Ben Affleck. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Ooh, sorry, I almost tried to swallow dry snot. I don't recommend it. That's kind of nasty. Okay. Yeah, Jennifer. I had to write now that I think about it. Then there's Demi. I'm not a fan of her, never will be. She pisses me off. She still pisses me off. Then we have Jesse. And I think in season 2 we're introduced to I almost said Michaela, but we just said Michaela. No, it's how can I forget her name? I almost said Molly and I know that's not her name. Miranda. She's actually my top favorite. Then there's Whitney, who, again, I wasn't a fan of her at first, but she grew on me like everyone else. All right, let me get right into it. So, okay, we're introduced to Taylor and then everyone else, and we don't see Miranda until season 2. Because I remember when I was watching the season 1, I didn't see no Miranda. I'm like, who's this Miranda? Then I think they were talking about the whole what's that shit called when you're kissing someone else, a swingers thing. And I'm just like, okay, they're Mormons. Why is this a whole thing? I know I shouldn't be judging because you know what, just because you're religious doesn't mean you don't have your what's that shit called? Doesn't mean you don't have your little whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. We all have our different thing. That doesn't make us perfect. And that's just what it is. So they have the swingers thing, and then I'm like, okay, sure. Then they're talking about this thing called, what's it? You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Fruit Loops? Something about Demi's husband peeing in her mouth, or she's peeing on his mouth. I don't understand what's going on with that shit. So someone can help me out with that. That was weird. Okay. And then, so all the girls are going to this trip together, and I'm wondering, oh gee, how do they all afford this? And do they all have a day job? I don't know. I'm not going to ask, but they're doing things left and right. So that was a whole thing between the girls, the swingers thing, and then Whitney, I think, just had it with the group, and I think she just didn't want to be part of it. I'm just like, why do you not want to be part of the whole thing, and why do you come off so judgy? It was just so weird. I don't even understand. So I know I'm talking all weird because I'm trying to remember season 1. I watched season 1 like I think a year ago. Was it a year or more? I don't know. It was kind of a while ago. So I'm trying to piece everything back together. So I don't know. They're very strange. I barely understood and whatnot. And then I believe Taylor got with Dakota. And let me tell you something. I definitely remember their toxic relationship. I'm just like, I don't she got pregnant by him. So I remember she got pregnant and they had the baby Ever or something by season 2. It was just so murky. I'm just like, I could tell the relationship was just like toxic from the jump. I'm just like, these two should not be together. I remember Leanne. She sounds just like one of my bosses actually, but hey, that's neither here or there. But sweet lady Leanne, and so is my boss. So I hope she doesn't see this. But anyway, she was even trying to tell Taylor not to date her. I'm like, listen to your mama sometimes. I mean, what? And then the fact is that he was a cheater from the jump, and she still went back to him after season 1 or 2. After season 2, I believe. And I'm just like, my God, what the fuck? So, that's how much I can remember with season 1, and that's where I left it at. So then I remember everyone was against Whitney. Cool. We don't like Whitney. She left the mom talk group. Great. And later will I realize that I think her leaving it initially was kind of right move. She should have done that. She should have stayed gone because that group is a hot mess. Although I love me the M's. I love Michaela. I love Macy. I know not many people are crazy about Macy and Michaela, but I like them. And I love Miranda. She's my favorite. So then season 2 I watched recently. So it's a continuation of everything. And then Taylor giving Miranda the stink eye over the swingers thing. I'm just like, why do you matter? Like, I still barely can understand everything despite having to have watched all 4 of the seasons. Why are we mad at Miranda for? It doesn't make sense to me. I just don't think, like, because I watch all seasons now, right? And then after that stunt I saw Taylor being mad at Miranda in season 4, I'm just like, why do you have to get so mad at her for? Like, that swingers thing, I don't know what happened, but to easily put the blame right on Miranda, that's not cool. Okay? That's not cool. You're welcome, dear Sarah. I'm just saying you're welcome to the person I was helping with the NCLEX. So, yeah, side note, I help people with NCLEX for their next attempt, or they're going to take it the first time. So I just like to try to help people out. It's what I love to do. So I don't ask for any money. It doesn't cost a thing. I just talk and then try to guide you to the right direction. And it doesn't matter what Q banks you use. I just like to help. That's my thing. because I'm naturally an empathetic person. I've always been all my life. But anyway, so back to reviewing this. So then Jen was having her issues. I guess I cannot stand Zach, by the way. Zach ticks me off. Every time I see him, I just want... Okay, let not be violent. We don't want to go there. Don't ever do that. Don't ever say that. But Zach just irks me for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's just his demeanor towards Jenny and the mom top group. I can understand because some of them are kind of fake, but Zach, you give out controlling vibes. I don't know what it is with you, and you just annoy me. And then Jen's okay until like season 4, and you all know what I'm talking about. Season 4, that whole bullshit with Whitney. I'm like, girl, bye. Okay, but that's not the point. So I guess Jen and Zach, they almost called her Jessie, and I forgot Jessie too. So I'm okay with Jessie. I don't dislike her. I don't not like her. Whatever. So that's a separate thing, and we'll get to her in a bit. So Jen was supposed to go to New York with Zach because Zach wants to go to med school. That's great. I think that's grand. I mean, anyone trying to go to med school, good, God love you, because that's even harder than nursing school. Whew. Yeah. So they didn't go. Jen loves her mom top group. I don't blame her. Like, you want to feel belong. You want to feel like in a thing, whatever. And then, so I guess Jen, Jessie, and why did I forget Layla? I love Layla too. I'm sorry. So we'll add her into next Layla. So Jen, Layla, Jessie, and Demi, they went to the Vanderpump Villa. I've never watched Vanderpump before. I'm sorry, I'm saying this wrong. You guys know what I'm talking about. They went to the villa, and then I guess one of the cast of that show, Marciano, was this hot dude, according to them. And Demi and Jessie were apparently flirting, and then Demi was doing a lot more flirting, apparently, and Jen saw that. And to be honest, despite the fact that Jen can be full of shit, I kind of believe her. She probably was doing some flirting, because Marciano isn't that half bad to look at, but bad, I've seen hotter. But don't tell, because I'm just a basic little bitch of talks about nursing and reality TV for fun. Okay. So then apparently Jessie was doing some stuff with Marciano too. I think she had an affair with him. I don't know whether it's emotional or physical, probably. That's still debatable. But she did some stuff with Marciano. So Jen was like calling those two out, and then they had a whole fallout, and then it turns out Jen's pregnant again, and then she's out of the group. Then Demi was talking a lot of rah to Jen, and I'm just like, all right, Demi, like, fine, she's X, Y, and Z, but you don't have to treat her like crap. That's when I started not liking Demi. I'm like, Demi, what the Demi, you're being extra for no freaking reason. Because if you really didn't do all of that, you don't have to go that hard on that girl. Like, okay. Because it's like, okay, someone talks crap about me, right? And I'll say some super rumor that I had sex with this one person. And if I didn't do it, I'm going to stand 10 toes deep. I'm like, listen, I didn't do this. I don't give a shit what you have to say. And I'm going to move on. But for her, she's overreacting and then just hammering that girl verbally. I'm just like, all right, you're not it. I got so tired. Then her and Taylor had some sort of issue somehow. I don't know how. It just escalated so fast. But everyone was starting to see Demi for who she was. But before that, then someone was calling Jen fake, and then Jen had a breakdown, and then she left the group temporarily because she's pregnant, depressed. And you know what? I felt bad. Nobody should ever feel that bad when they have post or pre-partum depression. I think pre-partum depression is actually a thing. I mean, I know postpartum is definitely a thing because I'm in nursing school, but I've never heard of pre. part, but I'm sure that's a real thing too. So she had her baby. Good for her. Happy for her. Great. Then season 3, I'm trying to remember. I watched a reunion. Whatever. I barely have any thoughts of any of the reunions at all. They're useless to me. Oh yes. Before that, then Demi left the group. Goodbye, or she got kicked off, or she kicked herself out. Bye, Demi. The less I see you, the better. I am just not a fan of her. I'm sorry. I know people still like her. I don't. And to be honest, I think she was falsely accusing this Marciano guy of SA. And that shit is not okay. I just want you all to know that. It is not okay to falsely accuse someone of that kind of crap. Because it ruins someone's reputation. And then you make it hard for real victims to be believed. So I can understand why Michaela and Macy feel some sort of way because they're actually real victims. That's just not right to do. Then season 3, I guess Demi makes appearances or whatever, and I stopped regarding her. So is this season 2 or season 3's reunion that it's announced that Jen and Whitney are going to Dancing with the Stars? I don't watch that. It's not for me. I never cared, but I have friends that do. Good for them, but it's just not for me. I think I get too much celebrity hoo-ha's thrown in my face, and that I can say the same for every kind of person. So they did their stint, and what's in season 3 they did that? I know season 4 they definitely was doing that. But before that, I think Whitney came back to the group to Mom Talk. And then Jen came back. She had the baby. And then we talked about how Demi's the mean girl. But then she makes up with everyone else in the group or something. I might be missing some things. So sorry, you guys can correct me. Michaela was going through depression. And then she has skin issues. She's still mad at Whitney. Rightfully so, because Whitney was not a good friend to Michaela. Michaela saw her as a good friend, and I can understand why people were mad at her. So it is good that they finally made up by season 4. I love that for them. Good, because Whitney, she might behave horribly the first season, but I can understand why by season 4 she was leaving, because of the fact that, no offense, as much as it's nice to be in these kind of groups, it can be fake, and you need to, and sometimes, and that's what I personally say, it's better to have just one friend than 20,000 fake friends that can backstab you. So I don't have too many friends, and I'm okay with that. I have a few, but there's one real one that I talk to every day, and she's at work, well, almost every day, and I know she has her life, but whenever we catch up, it's like time hasn't passed, it's great. So anyways, back to what I was saying. So then Taylor and Dakota are still sleeping with each other despite being broken up, and everyone's mad at Dakota. Let me tell you something. If you're done with Taylor, be done. Don't be stringing her along. If you don't want to be with her, don't be with her, okay? Don't be sleeping with her, knowing that you had an incident in 2023, because we're in 2026, so just 3 years ago. 2023, where she went violent, and I know people are going to try to argue with me here, but let me tell you, if someone's throwing a chair and hurling at someone not thinking, and I don't care whether she's reacting or not, and the kid's present, that's domestic violence. I don't care what you say. It is wrong. Because if a man does that, we would be condemning him to hell. We won't, but we can't do it to Taylor for some reason, right? Is it because she's a woman and we love her and she does take accountability on some things? I guess, but the reality is wrong is wrong. A man or a woman can be violent. I don't know if people are forgiving Chris Brown. I sure as hell don't. I don't listen to his music. I don't have anything to do, because I don't like the fact that he's a violent scumbag and he hit Brianna. I'll never unsee that photo of her being swollen. People want to say, Rihanna hit him first, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. Even though, yes, she should not have put her hands on him, I don't